My talk is aimed at breaking down anything I can give you or any advice I can give you on how to make the most out of this experience. Some of us just come, we don't know what to do. We're still looking at the schedule, figuring out what talks we need to go through. If you prefer me to stand, just ask and I'll stand and walk around somewhere. That's no problem. I want to sit on this, but the camera won't reach that far down, so I'm stuck here. Cool. All right. We have few sponsors this year, but go and talk to them. They make things like this possible. Sometimes they have opportunities, or they might point you to resources that you need, or some resources that somebody needs. And I have found in far too many cases coming to events like these that the documentation or the experience or the conversation that I have with sponsors, because they offer tools, down the road are like, cool, that is the good use case. Case in point, Circle CI. Never used it about 5 years ago, ended up being in production because I came here and somebody kept going, when you hit this number, this is the perfect tool for you to use. We hit, what, 12,000? And they go, cool, let's go try something new. Know the guy, spoke to the guy over the phone, sold the account. It worked how it was supposed to work. Cool? All right. So that is me. And we are slowly migrating from the wonderful world of Twitter to Blue Sky because we tend to be nicer over there. I'm junior-ish because this is my third career. So I've done a bit more than I'm supposed to do for the years I'm alive. So I know way more, and I have friends who've been doing this for 20 years, and I have this uncanny habit of learning really quickly from people around me. I'm the guy who will be, I'll be the hyena running with a bunch of lions just because I'm funny to myself, but I will run with a different crowd. All right. This talk started with a conversation about 3 years ago with a gentleman by the name of Glenn Renfrew. Glenn's been doing Java development for years. He's been going to conferences for that number of years. So we started to talk about how to make the most out of the opportunity, how to get the most out of when you go to a conference as either a first timer, as you've never been to a tech conference before, or you are first time for your company. Trying to make the most of it, get the most of it, because some companies require you to come and then go back and talk about your experience. Make sense? Cool. So we started talking, and we eventually sounded like this over coffee. We started looking like those guys, but it was fun. So we came up with a couple of notes. Key point. Most conferences is a code of conduct. If you have a problem, it normally covers how to address the problem. If you have a situation that you don't like, code of conduct normally address it, or go to the main desk and talk to the two guys at the front of the desk, and they will help you to figure out how to best address the situation. Cool? All right. So, because I need to stand, because I can't see both screens at the same time, when you come to a conference, this is what I ask of you. Cool. I need you to figure out why you're here. So that's the personal assessment. So it depends on what you're doing here. It depends on why you came here. If you came to learn, if you came to network, that's your personal assessment. I need you to be present as much as possible. We have families, we have lives, we have sports cars that we have in garages that we're not sure that we locked, stuff like that. Then you are supposed to thrive, survive in either way you want, and figure out what are your deliverables. So, like my friend in the back who says, cool, he's a back-end guy, but he's trying to learn more. What do you want to take away from this? What should you get from this for yourself, either for your team or for you? Got me? Cool. All right. Why are you here? We don't have as much swag as we need to, but still got swag. Are you here to teach? This is me. This is also me. And whether I like it because I used to be a teacher, I'm going to learn. I may or may not have enough swag. This is never a discussion. I have people in my family that now look to my t-shirt collection and go, what can I take? Cool? All right. How did you get here? Now that speaks to how you return value. So if it's just you, it's not as bad. It depends on how badly you want it. If it's Sponsored by work, yeah, that's actually a thing. Don't ask questions. If sponsored by work, you have to normally go back to work and show value, especially in this current ecosystem and our environment, to say, hey, this is what I did with the money you paid for the opportunity you grant me with the time off that I was sitting in a code base for 2 days. Cool? Scholarship or volunteer, still got to return value because you got to show everybody that you learned something, whether it is you growing or you sharing on the socials. All right, now so we've stepped from all of the things you should think about to who are you as a person, because that then impacts everything else. So, are you an introvert or an extrovert? Those are the questions. So, for you, there's a little assessment that you can take. It's pretty straightforward. It gives you an idea based on somebody's body of knowledge to what you may or may not be. You can take a picture of it, run through it. It should help you. So I'm going to move on. We good? All right. So people who know me in this community long enough will keep thinking that I'm an extrovert. I'm not, but that's another story for another day. Your social battery is charged from being a part of a crowd. Good. Really? This is what we're doing now? Okay. Good. You know you, so that helps you to figure out how to approach your situation. If you're an introvert, it's a little bit different because you might be drained by being in a crowd. So you got to figure out that for yourself so you can figure out how to thrive in the environment. I'm that. So I have my moments when I give energy, I have my moments when I take energy, and I have my moments when I have no energy. Again, what do you want? Dude in the get shirt. What do you want out of this whole conversation? What do you want when all of the 2 days are done? What do you want to learn? What do you want to take away from it? Cool. So we have a platform. So if you want to have more connections, how do you do that? I'm asking you. You were an introvert. Keep talking. It's not profitable. Trust me. Go for it. There you go. Cool. And it literally feels like that because you got to balance who you are, what do you want, and you just got to keep building. It's hard work. I'm sorry. Everybody goes, people's skills are easy. No. All right, so everybody comes with a different set of skills. So you are here to, where are we? Network, explore new opportunities. Gant's here to socialize because he knows everything. I'm here because my boss sent me. And we're all hunting for swag. But at the end of the day, you just gotta figure it out. All right, let's start with the physical needs. Have comfortable walking shoes. I wear Pumas. Please do not come here in heels, ladies. Gentlemen, wear comfortable shoes. And if you're in the middle of all of this, just wear comfortable shoes. Please, you're gonna walk at least 6,000 steps today, easy. Drink water. Say it again, drink water. There we go. And comfortable and appropriate clothes. We have a code of conduct for a reason. Somebody might get offended over stupid things. People are idiots. It's okay. Do right. If you take medication, take them. Carry them with you. Carry your power banks because we are all people hooked up to things. I'm sorry. That's where we are. Note-taking device. We can be pen or pencil persons. Some persons have an iPad. I got one too. It depends on what you use. The sophisticated ones of us have taking notes on the computer as we write. I can't do that to save my life because I'm like, squirrel. So it's not going to work for me, but it depends on you. Pace yourself. This is the first session of the first day. You got at least 4 sessions per day, and you have to figure out which one you need to go through. Don't try to do everything. Take a break, sit in the hall, check email, Figure out what you need to buy for Black Friday and Christmas. If you have enough money. If not, always remember the children get all the gifts first. Everybody else gets a card. Make a plan. Cool. Schedule's online. Take the schedule based on what you're here for. Have all the sessions you'd like to attend and then highlight the priorities. Go to the priorities because that's what you lock your mind into. The secondaries you can go to if you have enough energy. Got it? Cool. Do I need to explain this? No? While you're there, focus on the idea. Please don't get distracted. We know everything else is happening, but make the most of it, out of it. So, survive. Make notes. You don't have to write everything. Bullet points work. Mind maps work. I don't care. So, central idea, follow up. Cornell Note. I'm a Cornell Notes guy, so I have the Cornell Notes layout on my iPad, and I go, cool. What I don't understand, bullet points, who did this, take a picture, move on. That's just me. You can try something else. Drawings. Who does really good drawings of talks that we know? David Neal does a good job at it too. Yeah, you have a couple of people who they draw when they're in talks. They do the whole thing of like, that's how they map their ideas out. Cool? All right, 4 moments when the talks get too much. We have this whole place to ourselves, I think. There are quiet corners around here. Go sit down around there, calm your brain down. For the gentleman who just walked in, we're covering the basics, how to make the most out of this conference. So as I roll along, if you're lost, you can raise your hands, I will stop. It's just enough of us that we can stop. Cool? I didn't mean to isolate you, I didn't mean to pick on you, it's okay. Like your beard, I can't grow one. So, quiet corner. If you have a hotel nearby and you are staying there and you get overwhelmed, I did this when I went to that conf in Texas. It was a lot. We had an hour lunch. I went up, had a shower, had a nap, went back to the conference. I was fine. If you can do that, do that. If you're nearby, if that's how you feel, do that. We're not young, not all of us are as young as we used to be. Stretch, exercise, take a walk, take a break. Yeah, it helps. And something went wrong. Nope. Yes. Hallway track. Anybody have any idea what the hallway track is? Go for it. So your friend behind you, you're gonna talk to him when this is all done. That's how we're gonna work it. There you go. That's it. Hi, hello, how are you? What do you like? I have friends in tech. I have no clue what they do. None. I've given up on that. It changes. If I want to know what you do, I go look on your LinkedIn profile and come back. What we do talk about is paintball, fishing. One of my friends moved over from regular beer to rice beer, so that's always a cool conversation. Why are you like this? Why? Thank you. Those are the things we talk about. Some of us have car conversations. I have a friend who has a Louis Vuitton collection and she just keeps adding to it. And I'm like, cool, how much do they cost? And she tells me and I'm like, Lord, my chest hurts. But I don't talk to her about tech. Some people, that's how you build conversations. Be genuinely interested in people. Like just them as the person, not what you do. No, talk to people. Yes, you're networking to build future opportunities, but genuinely interested in people. All right, relationships. We are a JavaScript conference right now with practices in everything else. Talk. What do you build? What have you built? What do you want to learn about? What's new? What's old that's coming back in? Just have the conversations. All right, eat. Lunchtime, dinner, hanging out, just sit down and eat together. My dad worked in food for about 12, 15 years, so I've been in enough kitchens to save my life. The easiest way to connect to anybody in this life is sit down and have a meal with them. 3 times. Vincent has a talk called Three Cups of Java. If you have time, find it, watch it. You will discover that there's a thing. The Pizza Hut near the United Nations technically never closes. All them people trying to decide policy, they'll be hungry at 4 o'clock in the morning. What do they order? Pizza. So a lot of your world gets better by eating pizza. Because we don't have to like each other, but we are all hungry. Take time, eat with each other. It's a communal thing. Because then you learn after a while, like Gant, I learned from Gant over the years that Gant has a decent spice tolerance. I'm from Jamaica. I can eat almost anything that's hot. He can try, and I still love him for it. Have fun. Don't just come here and get educated. Have fun with your life. Yes, we're big children with way more money or way less money than we thought we'd had, but here we are. Have fun with it. Learn something. Play. Enjoy yourselves. I always ask myself the question. It's just me. I'm segueing. Where does he put headphones? Seriously, where does he put headphones? Have you ever seen the picture of him having on headphones and it comes all the way down? Like, where do you put headphones, dude? Really good cartoon, though. All right, unless you have to, please do not leave at 5. Stay. Network. Other things goes down. There is a young lady that I met about 4 years ago that she says that some of the best job opportunities come to you at after 9. I once heard somebody who got a job opportunity at 11 o'clock in the night because he was talking about something he built, and a CEO just walked in and said to the CTO, "We need this guy." Negotiated him, get him a number, we need him. There was no interview. You understand what I'm saying? Where you can, volunteer. Seek to help. Most of tech is built on open source stuff, which is people volunteering their time, energy, and wisdom. So help where you can. And before you keep going, I don't know enough. I've seen stuff. I've seen people who don't think they know enough. And if you can't just contribute code, contribute other things. We are really good at writing technical stuff. We suck at explaining it. So documentation is your friend. Practices are your friend. Teaching it is your friend. Don't be afraid to try code on the spot. Most technical talks have code snippets that they present. That's up online somewhere. If it works for you, if you have an idea, try it. The most a presenter can go is like, cool, I get back to you if it doesn't work. But try it. Again, sponsors. All right, side note. We have this horrible thing where we build things based on our own biases. So this is a really cool word that we should internalize all the time. When you build stuff, do not build it and tell me, hey, I'll fix it later. It should be one of your design considerations. We're going to make it accessible as much as we can from the jump. Here's why. About 4 years ago, Beyonce got sued for $1 million because a blind dude could use her website to buy a t-shirt. She paid him, she fixed it. Some people would be, like Domino's, would be upset and have an entire lawsuit. She says, no, she's in the wrong, she paid him, she fixed it. There are way more laws and rules that are going on the books internationally that will punish creators of code or fine them or hold them in compliance to ensure that you can use the internet, because the internet is a part of life, and because we are not all assholes, we make sure that everybody can use it, right? Go. This is my friend Homer. We throw him in every slide we can, every presentation we can, because he has a valid point all the time about accessibility. We have like 2 or 3 other friends, but he is the main person we play the main prank on all the time. So, work you can, when you can. You are never going to be disappointed. Type in his name, type in accessibility. You're going to find podcasts, you're going to find articles and YouTube videos. I don't care how you learn. One of them will work for you. Watch it. It's 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour. You're never going to lose anything from that. Cool? All right, carry on. Deliverables. After this wonderful 48 hours of fun for those of us who are here, why you like this, thank you. We have to bring back something to show that we've learned something. Okay, I do not like shy developers. Let me say this out loud. I do not like shy developers. I like developers who are able to advocate for themselves by making content. Whether you like it or not, here's where we are as knowledge. We have knowledge holders and we deliver value. You have to be able to advocate for yourself all the time. How do you do that? You have deliverables when you go to an event. I need to change that. Or you put up a recording. So you say, hey, I went here, I learned this is a speaker, X, Y, Z. You deliver value at all times. This is why they go on a book, on the balance books at work. The accountant goes, this person is worth this much. Whether you like it or not, you're valued. You have to deliver your value for yourself. That will incrementally raise how much money they pay you if you do it really well. So I need those when you're finished with this conference. And that helps with you when you go back to say, cool, boss, I learned this. Here's a LinkedIn post. Here's a blog. What do you want to take home? What did you build? Gant and I spoke last night, and we've been speaking about it. Like, my next push from giving talks and attending talks is that I'm going to have a thing where I go, cool, I did X amount of conferences or X amount of conferences and X amount of workshops in a year. Here's 5 things I built from all of those. Here's who gave it to me, and I delivered something. So that's on you too. Cool. Everybody who you meet here, everybody. A week, 2 weeks, follow up, hi, howdy, how are you? It was really good meeting you. Follow through. Here's why. So I'm not a traditionalist. I didn't go to I don't have a CS degree. I'm a bootcamp baby. Well, the administrator from my bootcamp, I kept talking to him as the years went by. My first job, he was my recommender. Every 4 months, we would have like 10 minutes, have a phone call, and we just keep it moving. Because we have one thing in common. He grew up an hour away from where I used to live as a child. So we'd talk about the same places. He lives in New York now. We talk about food. We check in a bit. I'd see how he's doing. He'd see how I'm doing. My first job, he recommended me. I didn't, and I learned about that after I left the job. He goes, yeah, he wrote the recommendation. So follow up. And outside of the regular, go to meetups. Go to smaller comps. Go to online spaces. I know online spaces are tricky because I don't really like them either. But go to the ones that make sense to you. Got me? Thank you. Leave feedback for the speakers if they are willing to listen, whether online or in person. If you like something, if you didn't like something, talk to them. They don't mind. They learn more from you. Make sense? All right. Early bird specials for new conferences. Find them. Sign up early. Like Render had theirs last week or last month, and you bought ticket at one price, you got more. So you have new opportunities to go to. So that's just my take on that. All right. Other resources for how you make the most out of conferences. I couldn't be bothered to do the whole 9 yards of writing out everything. So I just did this so you can take a picture of it and read more. The first one is Abby Perini's take on how to make the best out of a conference. Abby is fantastic when she writes stuff. The second one is mine. And I think I just killed a presentation in 25 minutes. That should be 45 minutes because I expected more people in the room, but here we are. All right, now I get to mess with everybody. Good, cool. Questions? We ain't got no questions? That's fine. Cool. So what we're going to do now? Y'all got like 25, 30 minutes left in the session. What you got for the rest of the day? No, Gant, you don't get to tell me anything. You've been here long enough. You know all the sessions. Go away. So for the first to the fifth time speakers, what we got planned for fifth time attendees, what you got planned for the rest of the day? This is the part that you talk to me. Go for it. So you missed breakfast entirely, didn't you? I'm sorry. Okay. I have no idea, but it tends to be centered around enough food to not make you go hungry. And yep. And then there, if you're Gant, is the Pizza Hut, the Subway still open down there, or we don't know? Yeah, because it's like just across the walkway. You can just walk across over there. Starbucks don't count. Starbucks is just coffee. Mm. Yeah, I never expected to go through that fast because I expected more people and then pauses and all of that, but here we are. What else we got? So, introduce, shoot. What you got? Cool. Talk to each other. Say hi. Say hi. So that's got the board. I mean, I'm kicking y'all out in like 5 or 10 minutes. We can go eat. I don't care. But yeah, I'm happy you came to the talk. It's a few of us, but I hope you got something from it that will help you to do what you need to do. What? I can't hear you. I'm deaf in both ears. I'm never going through a conference. I'll help through a conference. I'm never going to help. I have people skills to do that. No, go away. I thought we were friends. Why are you like this? Yeah. So go make the most of it. Go socialize. Go figure out what you're going to talk about next. Go work on code that you need to work on. It's nice seeing you all. Thank you for coming. Have a good day.